Roe v. Wade was dismantled, I was scrambling to figure out how I could support the people who had just lost their right to bodily autonomy. And I had recently just started a social justice organization called Artists United, so I figured I could have my organization organize an event that would raise money for another organization that advocates for abortion rights. So I ended up partnering with this South Central Los Angeles-based organization called Black Men's Wellness. And this experience taught me so much. And here's what I learned and how I learned it. First, I started Googling abortion rights organizations in Los Angeles, and that didn't give me much other results than like Planned Parenthood and stuff. And so at some point I came across this organization called Sister Song. I came across a website. And so they're a Southern-based national collective with the purpose to build an effective network of individuals and organizations to improve institutional policies and systems that impact the reproductive lives of marginalized communities. And so it was through this organization and everything I read from the website that I learned about the concept of reproductive justice. This is the first time I heard about it. And Sister Song views reproductive justice as first and foremost a human right, as recognized by the United Nations, universally accepted Declaration of Human Rights. Second, they view it as something that's about access. It's not just about having a choice for abortion, but meaningful access as well too. And that access applies to so much more than abortion. Abortion access is critical, but also it's critical to recognize that women of color and other marginalized communities have difficulty accessing other things that impact reproductive health, right? Like contraception, comprehensive sex education, STI prevention and care, alternatives to birth options, adequate prenatal and pregnancy care, domestic violence assistance, adequate wages to support families, and just safe homes, right? Just so much more. And so rather than just fixating on abortion, a reproductive justice lens analyzes power systems and centers the most marginalized. It addresses intersectional oppressions and it builds solidarity across issues and identities. And this is important because all oppressions impact our reproductive lives. Reproductive justice is simply a human rights seen through the lens of the nuanced ways that oppression impacts self-determined family creation. So after learning all this just from Sister Song, I went back to Google and searched for reproductive justice orgs rather than abortion rights orgs. And my newfound understanding of reproductive justice made me want to support an organization that served marginalized community and took a holistic and comprehensive approach to protecting and supporting reproductive health and rights. And that's when I came across Black Men's Wellness. So their mission is to educate, empower, and advocate for the health, support, for the health, to support the health and well-being of Black women and girls through education, empowerment, and advocacy. And so they have an impressive array of programs, which I encourage you to check out. When I partnered with them through this event, we raised hundreds of dollars for their Get Smart Before You Get Sexy program, which provides sexual health, education, and resources to Black youth in South Central, which is a under-resourced community. And so, this all happened because I wanted to support women after the fall of Roe v. Wade. And although hosting this event might not have changed anything for those who were most impacted by the fall of Roe, what I learned from this entire experience was impactful for me as an advocate on behalf of them. And I learned that when it comes to protecting sexual and reproductive rights, hyper-fixating on abortion rights can be detrimental because reproductive justice is so much more than just the right to choose abortion. And it's important for youth and other people to develop this expansive understanding of reproductive justice because it will help ensure that more support and solidarity is built for these intersecting issues. And when we reduce reproductive rights solely to ensuring that birthing people can have an abortion, we disregard the needs of those who are marginalized by leaving out all the important ways that we can build a world that uplifts reproductive health and rights for everyone. So wrapping this all up, I'm going to share a link to Women's Foundation in California, which funds a host of regional and national reproductive justice organizations like Sister Song, like Black Men's Wellness. And so for those who want to learn more or help advocate for reproductive justice, I encourage you to find an organization on that website that you can support either through donations or by sharing the resources and information and advocacy that these organizations offer.